Hi everyone, I am Christine P. Aquino, third year, taking up Bachelor of Elementary Education at Laguna State Polytechnic University, Lopez Satellite Campus. I created this video for the partial fulfillment of course subject Profed 7 Learning Assessment 2 to my instructor, Sir Rigoberto B. Niberio. In this video, I will share to you my website and its content. The first section of my website, you can see my autobiography. What is the content of my autobiography? It is all about my personal information, includes my family, friends, and also my school. Let me read it to you. I am Christine P. Aquino and I was born on 29th of December 1999 in Calawag, Quezon. My parents were Yolanda Aquino and Manolo A. Aquino. I lived to my parents' home. My mother was 64 years of age. My father was 62 years of age. They are the one who is supporting me in my studies, but now they have no work because of COVID-19. Now, let us proceed to next section of my website, which is entitled My Video Lesson. What is all about my video lesson? It is all about process-oriented performance-based assessment task designing. Now, let's watch my video lesson.
Hi! Good morning everyone! I am Christine P. Aquino, third year, taking up Bachelor of Elementary Education at Laguna State Polytechnic University, Lopez Satellite Campus. And today, I will give you some information about the topic which entitled Process-Oriented Performance-Based Assessment, Chapter 2, Task Designing. Let us know first, what is task designing? Designing learning tasks need to be carefully planned. Generally accepted standards in designing tasks to be included. I will give you some information what are the standards in designing tasks or task designing. Standard, identifying activity that would be highlight the learning competency to be evaluated. Identifying an activity that entail more or less the same competencies. Standard number 3, finding tasks that would be interesting and enjoyable for the students. Your task design must suitable for the learning competency of every learners. For further explanation of task designing, I will give example for you to understand it. Example for task designing, your topic is understanding biological diversity, possible task design. Now that you already know what is the topic example, I will give some tips for you to apply task designing. First tip, bring the students to the pond or creek. Tips, ask them to find all living organisms near to the pond or creek. Third tip, bring them to the playground and as many living organisms that they can find. Before I end this video, I will give you quotation coming from Bernard Bull. When it comes to the design of effective learning experiences, one proactive question is worth 100 proclamation by Bernard Bull. Always remember this, as future educators in designing tasks, we should remember this. First, it should be suitable for the learners. Next is, it should be interesting. And last is, it should be enjoyable for our learners' competencies. I hope you learn from this video. Until next time, see you and thank you. God bless everyone.
That's all for my video lesson. Now, let's proceed to other parts of my website. And that's all for my video lesson. Now, let's move on to the next section of my website, which entitled My E-Class Record. Now, let me present to you. This is my E-Class Record. It is a English Quarter 1, Quarter 2, Quarter 3, and Quarter 4. And here, as you can see, there are 5 males and 5 females. Now, let's move on to the next. The second link is my E-Class Record for mathematics. As you can see, there are also 5 girls and 5 boys. Math Quarter 1, Quarter 2, Quarter 3, and 4. And that's all for my E-Class Record Mathematics. Now, let's move on to the next. Here are my E-Class Record for Science. As you can see, there are also 5 girls and 5 boys. And that's all for my class record. Now, let's move on to the next section of my website, which entitled Table of Specification. Let me present to you. And here is my table of specification for grade 4 learners. For Filipino, here is my table of specification. And the next is table of specification in subject of mathematics. And here is my table of specification for English. And last is mathematics. Now, let's move on to the next section of my website, which entitled MPS Mean. Here is my MPS or mean. As you can see, their grades, it is for mathematics, English, and Filipino. And now, let's move on to the next section of my website, which entitled Quarterly Examination. It is all for grade 4 learners. This test paper or examination of grade 4 learners for Filipino. Next is quarterly examination for English subject. And next is my quarterly examination for mathematics. And next link is for my quarterly examination in science subject. Now, let's move on to the next section of my website, which entitled Affiliation. Acceptance Day, SSC or Supreme Student Council, Organizational Chart of Supreme Student Council, Leadership Training Program. This photo when we are first year, and this photo is when we are conducting our send-off for our upperclassmen. This photo, when we are first year, that was our first class picture. This is my co-officers, Supreme Student Council. This photo, when I was do my micro-teaching, SSC, send-off, Pamaypayan Festival, acceptance, Valentine's Day. Here are my classmates and my friends' acceptance. And this is when Loktaa days. This photo is captured in Christmas preparation. This photo is when leadership training program. Acceptance. This photo is when we are having our Christmas party. Acceptance. This photo when we are having our first observation in Hundagwa Elementary School. Acceptance, send off. And last is our leadership training program when we are first year. Now, let's move on to the next section of my website. It's all about miscellaneous. It includes my family, my parents, my brother, my nephews, my father, and also my sister, and all my nephews. So, that's all for my family. Now, let's go to next section of my website, which is entitled Video Compilation. As you can see, here are the video lesson of my classmates in Profed 7 Assessment Learning 2. For B.Ed 3rd year. Now, let's move on to the last section of my website, which is entitled Disclaimer. So, no copyright infringement intended. Some video clips and music are from internet for academic purposes only. So, that's all for my website. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy in this video. Thank you everyone. Until next time. See you!